Peace be to you all. Assalamu alaikum. This is Omar Abdul Malik, physician assistant and health educator. I am answering some questions that I received in the comment section and on my Instagram. One question pertained to where you attend school for undergraduate, and I had a student that was that is in the process of at least planning on applying to PA school in the future, very near future, maybe a year or two. And another one was a woman too, young lady. They were asking them, does the school where you do your undergraduate degree and your prerequisites matter? To that, I say it depends on the program and who's looking at your transcript. I cannot stress enough how subjective the admissions process is for a PA school. I can't speak about other schools. Well, I can speak about nursing school. I experienced that in medical school also. But I actually sat on the admissions committee for a few years at a couple of different schools. It's very subjective. So some schools will not accept credits from community colleges. Other schools, it really depends on, so for your undergraduate degree, it depends on who is looking at your transcript. For instance, if somebody who's really into attending, Ivy League school, they have this fixation on, Harvard or Yale or wherever, then to that person, maybe when they get a prospective student's transcript, or an applicant's transcript rather, that's going to be a big deal for them. They may even look at that before they even look at the grades. I personally didn't really care where somebody did their undergraduate degree when I would look at transcripts. I cared about, their grades just to see, what their track record was as far as how they performed academically. And even that can be subjective, because an English course, a subjective English course or sociology course taught at one school may be markedly different in the way it's graded by the professor at another school. So I would look at what I call the hard science courses and hard math-based courses. Those tend to be more objective, so your chemistry and physics, these are heavy math courses. And I took those courses at different, biochemistry too, to some degree. I took those courses at different colleges. So I would see how they did in those courses. I really didn't pay much attention to, if they went to a state school, great. If they went to an Ivy League school or some near Ivy League prestigious school like maybe Georgetown or Stanford, which are an Ivy, but they're considered big name. Johns Hopkins, you throw that name out there, people will look at you like, wow, you must be smart. I did some undergraduate work at Johns Hopkins, and when I would tell people, they thought I was very intelligent. Little did they know. But giving the credit to the school and not me. So there is some recognition given to that, again, depending on who's looking at your transcript. There's things like grade inflation at all schools, depending on the professor, because you're going to have, one guy told me he took over 120 credits at various schools, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of credits. And I think he's taking some at a community college. But I would say, listen, I would be more concerned about how what were your grades like? I didn't want to see a roller coaster effect on the grades. You do like a chart, and it's like, all right, your grades were horrible, then you got them up, then they became horrible again, then you got them up, then they became mediocre, then you got them up again. I don't know if you're going to make it like this in PA school. PA school is just, it comes at you fast and furious. Fast and furious. I thought I was the bomb before I applied to PA school with my little 3.2 GPA and my little graduate courses. Man, that program, it really knocked me out, man. It's really, really intense. So again, check with the school to where you are planning on applying to see if they accept credits from community colleges. I had one young lady have a really bad experience. They didn't accept her degree, and it was it's like a health science degree, and where she took some prerequisites, but they said, no, we don't take it from community college. It's got to be a 4-year undergraduate. And that's unfortunate because that's cost prohibitive to a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to take out student loans. They can't really qualify. Like, I make enough money where I look rich on paper, but that's just what I make as a hospitalist PA. But I can't afford college tuition for my 4 kids. There's no way. Thank God a couple of them got college scholarships and another's in a workforce development program. Online programs. There's a number of online that are exclusively online universities and colleges. Make sure those programs are accredited by certifiable bodies. I forgot the name of the certification bodies for a lot of these schools. It's like the regional accreditation college of accredited colleges, something. I got these long highfalutin names, but those are the governing bodies for colleges and universities. So you got to make sure that whatever program you're doing, especially if it's an online program, you got to make sure that it's accredited by at least one of those bodies. You should have its stamp and everything. And accreditation and license are 2 markedly different things. I should tell you this, speaking from some bad experiences I've had. Learned the hard way. Lost a lot of money. But make sure the programs are accredited. Make sure call the program, call the PA program. Hopefully you'll be able to get in touch with somebody and say, do you accept credits or do you accept a degree from this particular program? You got to save money, guys. I'll do another video about how to save money in choosing particular colleges, because you don't want to come out. Let's say I'm here in Washington, D.C. You go to Georgetown University, which is very prestigious, but it'll also cost you about $70,000 a year. Without room and board, it's going to cost you around $50,000. That's $200,000 coming out of undergraduate. Then you go to George Washington University because you don't want to travel out of town. That's another, $70,000 a year. So you're coming out owing what a medical student owes. So about more than $300,000 to work as a physician assistant, where the most you'll make if you hustle is probably about $200,000. How are you going to pay that off? And you start accruing interest once you get that promissory note, to get that financial bar off so you can sign up for your courses. The interest doesn't go away, and the only way to get out of paying for your student loans is to die. But I hope this was helpful to some of you guys. Again, I've been a PA for 20 years now. All right, take care. Peace.